Hey guys, it's Flip, and today I'm going to show you the repair of my rotten deck post on the corner of my deck here, along with a few other repairs we did to get this deck more level and to get it a little more sturdy. Let's get into it. So when you look at the right side of the deck here, you can see this lower platform is kind of sagging and falling down the hill. It's definitely not level anymore, and you can even see where the top of the stairs are not parallel with that lower platform. The bottom part of this post has totally rotted where it was in contact with the soil. As you can see here, there's not much left of it, and definitely not enough left to attach the retaining wall boards to with nails or screws. So because there's nothing to attach this retaining wall to, you can see the hill has kind of busted its way through and is seeping through these rotten boards. Some other issues we have are that this side railing has become very loose. You can see how wobbly it is here, and the top rail cap has warped and is coming up. And you can really see from this angle over here how much this railing is sagging and how loose it is right here. We're going to tighten that down. From the bottom view here, you can really see how much this railing is pulling away from the platform. So we're going to fix that as well. It also looks like apparently they stacked up little scraps of wood underneath the corner of these stringers, which is not doing much, as you can see. So we'll go ahead and get those out of there. Here's another good view where you can really see how everything is just kind of leaning to the right and falling down the hill. Underneath the deck, you can see where the previous owner threw boards from what I guess are the old decks. So we're going to go ahead and get those out of there as well. That's not good to do. You can also see from this viewpoint where this top set of stairs is pulling away from the top portion of the deck, and somebody decided to apparently try and secure that with some nails. So we're going to go ahead and redo that and get this all tight and secure. On this side of the stairs, you can see again where that retaining wall is busting apart, so we're going to go ahead and replace this post too while we're at it, since it's probably in a similar condition. Here's one last view from underneath. You can really see where these stringers are pulling away from this upper platform. So first off, I want to start off by saying that I had 3 buddies from church over at my house helping me with this project, so I did not video the entire thing. Videoing a project makes it take a lot longer, and I wasn't going to waste these guys' time when they were giving up a whole Saturday to help me with this project. Having said that, I did try to get a clip at every step of the project or so to try and show you how we got this deck back to level with new posts. So back to this first clip here, my buddy is using a recip saw to cut out the old rusty bolts so we can take off these 2x4s that were used as beams on the posts. Then we'll use that bottle jack to get the back of that platform level and put in some new 2x8 beams for support. Along the way, we kind of made these makeshift stands to hold this lower platform in place, and then we attached our new 2x8 beams using a post level to make sure everything was plumb here. And here you can see those new 2x8 beams in place in the back. Then we took out a lot of screws and nails and removed the lower portion of the stairs. All 4 guys lifted it up and just rotated it back onto the patio. We also dug down low around the posts to where we could get as low as possible to cut them off and put in some pavers. Right here we're attaching a 4x4 just for the purpose of using it to help with our bottle jack to lift this bottom portion of the deck up to get it level. And here you can see we're using a level and just raising and lowering that jack until we get this lower portion of the deck right where we want it. Here's a look from the front when we've got this lower part of the deck sitting about right where we want it. Then we're going to take off these 2x4 beams that were in place. Then right here we're just attaching a scrap piece of 2x4 to the post, just to give us something to hook into when we pry off this paver stone to raise up this post. So here we're just prying up on that post, and we had also cut through the rusty bolt that was holding it to the deck, and we're just going to kind of shake that free and then get down as low as possible with a reciprocating saw and go ahead and cut out that post. So they just made the cut here, they're removing the post, and that's going to give us some room to dig out a little flat spot to put in these new pavers here and some concrete footers to sit on top of them once we got that area nice and level under the pavers. We've also got one post already set into a deck block here, and here is the other one that we got nice and level after removing that post. At this point now we've got the second post in, again using a post level to make sure it's nice and straight, and attaching the new 2x8 beams. And here's a shot from underneath just showing the new posts and beams. So once we got these platforms back to level, of course our stairs did not want to match up. So we removed the bottom step, and here we are just trimming down these stringers to where we can get it to match up to our platform, and then we will build a new lower step on here to match up with the platform. Raising the back of this platform made these steps stick up too high, so again we just kind of detached them and we're trimming off the bottom of these stringers just so these steps will sit lower and match up with the platform above. So after rebuilding that bottom step and then reattaching the upper stairs, then we went ahead and reattached the lower stairs. Of course, since we raised that lower platform up, the lower stairs didn't reach that platform, so we just added on some hangers from that platform to attach that lower set of stairs to. Going around this way, you can also see that we added in some 4x4s at an angle for bracing on the lower set of posts and on the upper set of posts. From this angle here, you can see where we rebuilt that bottom step, and you can see the braces that we added on to these upper posts. From underneath, you can see where we use some 2x4s for support between the stringers and to attach it down to the platform. And then here you can see where we reattached those stairs to this upper platform. We took all those nails out and added in some screws. And then here's a shot from a couple hours later after my buddies had left, and I went ahead and put some of that dirt back in around this deck block. It's definitely not finished yet, and I have to do some more work sloping this dirt down the right way and add some more gravel on top, but I at least got some of this dirt back in place. Going over to the other side, I will show you the new deck blocks and posts and beams over here. Moving back to the railing side, I'll show you where we added some scrap pieces of wood in here to give this railing more support. Then going underneath the deck, we cut some pieces of 2x8 and wedged them up between these first two joists. That'll give more support to this handrail and keep it from sagging. We had one guy pull from up top while the other guy wedged in the piece of 2x8 and screwed it in, and you can see how sturdy that handrail is now. So obviously I need to stain this, and I also need to take care of underneath the deck. So if you have any good suggestions for what I can put under this deck to help prevent erosion and stop weeds from going everywhere, let me know. I could use some landscape fabric, but I'm not thrilled about how that would look or how long it would last. So if you have any good ideas, let me know. Okay, that's it. If you have some similar problems going on with your deck, hopefully this video helped you out, at least gave you some ideas about what you can do. If it did, please hit the like button for me and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.